What is going on, guys? Welcome to another League of Legends video. Today we are doing the first of many LOL replay reviews. So if you haven't seen my last video, I announced that I was gonna try to do this new series, and a lot of you guys submitted your replays, and here we are. So we're gonna try it out. Today we've got Phoenix on Diana jungle, and he said that he basically wants to know what should he do, or what is he doing wrong, what should he do in team fights, all of his little faults, and just everything in general. He just wants to know anything that we can help him out with. So we are gonna start with this today, and the video is going to be not going to be 60 FPS if that is something that you. Alright, hold up. We gotta stop right here. We gotta stop right quick. Alright. First thing is, let me just say this real quick. The first thing, the video is not going to be in 60 FPS. One of my recording software is not working. So this is going to, it might not look as smooth as its normal videos, but it's still going to be 1080p, 30 FPS, like a full 30 FPS. So I think it should be fine, and I don't think anyone's going to complain about it too much. But let's check out and see what you have for this. All right, you got about 16 ability power, 0.75 attack speed, attack damage. I am not sure what your runes are. You have armor runes, or armor yellows, I'm guessing. I'm not sure about your blues. But you should have more like 20 ability power. I'm not sure which ones you're using. This might be fine. This might be what you're comfortable with. And you should have like 8 attack speed, like a 0.80 attack speed, or 0.81 or 0.89. I can't remember exactly what it is, but I'm not sure exactly what you're running. It's really weird. You do have 345 movement speed. Maybe you have movement speed runes. I'm not sure, but before your runes, I would definitely take attack speed marks, armor yellows, ability power glyphs, and ability power quints. If you don't want to take the ability power glyphs, then you can go like CDR or whatchamacallit, magic resist or magic resist per level. But I would take that. And then the other thing I noticed was you started Q to do this, and look how low you are. I mean, I guess you didn't do that bad. You got a decent leash, I think. I would start your W. It's really, the clear is going to be just as fast, and you're actually going to get more damage off, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure exactly if it says anything about how much damage they take, but if you're popping 3 orbs that do 20 plus 3, that's going to be more than 70. So I'd probably just start your W, because you're going to get about the same amount of damage, and you're going to be able to absorb 80 damage. So I would start your W. You might come out a little bit healthier, especially if you get a really good leash. So I would start your W. So let's just see where you're going now. So it looks like you're going to be going through here, and you're going to be doing maybe the level 6 clear. You got, I'm guessing you took 2 points in your Q. You did take 2 points in your Q. That's fine. I do that every once in a while. Ooh, you almost died. What is your items? I want to move you up here to the top. Okay, you started refillable potion. Okay, that understands why you did get so low. I think if you started your W, you could have came out a little bit healthier. And let's just back it up a little. I want to see how you clear. I want to see how you clear these bad boys right here. Okay, this is the other thing. All right, you're standing here, just standing here, auto attacking these. I'm guessing you did these for the wraiths and the golems too, or the krugs. Walk in between your autos. So like right there, you see how you walked a little bit and then you did it. Walk between all of your autos. It'll help. It'll just help you kite out the buff a little bit. So walk back a little bit, and then when the buff has to move, you go back in for an auto. Basically, you just kite the camps. You'll get a lot more damage off, or not necessarily a lot more damage off, but you'll take a lot less damage. So I would work on that. So work on your clear, how you clear. Maybe I should have a video on kiting jungle camps. That could be something interesting. But if not, you can just probably Google that. I'm sure there's videos on it. But definitely walk in between your jungle camps when you're clearing them. I do that every game, and I've never came out that low with Diana. Okay, so it looks like you're going through here, and yeah, it looks like you're just doing a level 6 clear. I like this. I usually let my team know, like, hey, I'm going to be doing a level 6 clear, a full clear to level 6. Try to farm safe until I hit 6. My ganks will be much better at 6. It looks like you're maybe heading top. You just skipped your wolves. I'm not sure why you skipped your wolves, unless you headed top because of the Jax was going top, and maybe you just changed your mind. So that could be it, I guess. Alright, let's see where you're going up here now. So you're level 5. And looks like this is fine. This is fine. We'll let this minion wave pass. Alright, there's Tryndamere. There you go. Nice Q. Starting off with a Q. E her when she flashes. There's the red buff. Ooh! And the flash didn't go, but Tryndamere is going to pick it up. Okay. Okay. Good job. So let's wind this back a few. Let's wind this back just a tad. Man, I hate this. This is like so laggy. Okay, let's just press play and let's come on back up here. I need to have like 2 hands on my keyboard when I'm doing this. Okay, so alright, I'm gonna go through here nice and slow. Alright, so you start off with this gank. Pre-6 gank, so you do not have level 6, so we have to keep that in mind. That was fine that you went up here, because you can definitely pick up this kill, and if you've been doing camps, it would have been more of a... This is a better use of your time, so this is good. So you start off with your Q, and thankfully for this arc, you did hit her, and she flashed into it. I always position my Q like that as well, like where it will hit them whether they run this way or flash this way. So that's good. I don't know if you meant to do that, but either way, it works out because Diana does have that curved arc. So she flashes, so she has used her escape. I'm guessing she used her Q. Has she her Q? Yes, maybe, I'm not sure. But, alright, then you E her in and you apply the red buff, which is fine. Thunderlord's proc with your W. Tryndamere comes in. Alrighty, and this is where she Qs out. And then, boom, right there is where you messed up. I know it didn't look like you messed up, but this is where you could have improved. Like it was fine, but let's go back through here. I'll definitely be working on my camera controls. You hesitated for about half a second, which led you to hit a couple, I think you hit a couple minions. Can I slow this way down? I want to slow this way down. Alright, so you pull her in here, you get that Thunderlord's proc, and we'll speed up just a second. Alright, she Q'd. Right now, this is your time to flash. She finished her Q. She's about the distance of flash away. You'll end up about right here, give or take. If you flash right now, let's see what your cooldowns are at. Okay, you have nothing's up, really. But is your E back up? Is that our side a glitch? Okay, it was still on the cooldown. So you got that up in about 4 seconds. But if you flash right now, or immediately, as soon as she Qs away, you'll be in range to get that auto off to proc the red buff. So I guess red buff could have killed her here. I don't think it would have. It might have. It would have been really close. But you would have flashed and got at least 1 auto off. And it would have either killed her or she would have got away. But most likely, since Tryndamere had flash and he backed you up. So either way, you would have got the kill. But if you would have flashed immediately, you'd have a better chance at getting the 2 autos that you need. Or that 1 auto, that 1 crucial auto right away to proc the red buff slow. And the burn, which could have just killed her. And I think it would have. I think it would have at this stage in the game. So right here, you see you hit these minions and then you walk down a little bit. And now you're walking this way. And then you flash. I know it doesn't seem like much, but look. And then you pause. So you didn't have your right click proxy. So make sure you have that right click queued up, that auto attack queued up, and you're ready to auto attack her. So then you just kind of going up, and then red buff's about to run out. Speed it up a second. No, speed it up. And then he comes and cleans it up. So it's fine overall, but you probably could have saved Tryndamere's flash, or possibly killed her a little bit sooner. So I think that's fine. You did what you did decently. It was good. Let's I need to. I'm going to turn these down just a little bit. Try to get better frame rate for the video so it's not as crappy. Yeah, that made it a little bit smoother. Alright, so let's see. So now you're just going to go back to the jungle. You should hit level 6, I'm guessing, in 2 camps maybe, since you got some XP from the kill. What are you doing right now? Are you recalling? Okay, you were AFK for about 15 seconds or so. I'm not sure what that was. That definitely wasn't good. Maybe you had to go let your dog in or something, I'm hoping. But, okay, you've hit level 6, and now you're clearing. And another thing I want to mention while we're just going through this is I am going, for right now, I'm going to focus on just the gameplay of whoever submitted it. Like, right now, we're kind of just ignoring whatever the team's doing. So, it's 3-2. The team, it's going good. Your bot lane's got 2 kills. Their Jax has 2 kills, and Jax is jungle. So, we're just going to focus on you for now. Once something comes up to where we need to address what they're doing, we will. What your team is doing, or what the enemy team's doing. So let's go ahead and continue. So you're just clearing this up. I don't know. why it won't lock on. There we go. No, lock. Alright, so now you're coming in down for the gank. Blitzcrank misses the hook. Nothing really too bad. Nothing wrong with this gank, I don't feel. They're a little pushed up. It looked a little forced. Yeah, like they're up pretty well. I guess he is kind of alone. And wow, he's only level 2. What in the world? Is that a glitch? No, he's only got 2 CS. Maybe he was AFK. I'm not gonna rewind the game, but I guess that was okay. That was fine. It was whatever. They were a little pushed up, so it would have been hard to get the gank off successfully. But if Blitzcrank would have landed the hook, it would have been fine. Tryndamere picks up a kill on the Fiora, so your gank paid off there. Mid lane dies. Alright, taking the blue buff, that's awesome. Noticing that the enemy jungler was dead, so you got the blue buff. Okay, let's slow this down just a second here. So you're looking for another gank, it's warded. You didn't know that. Blitzcrank trying to force it in the minions. Okay, so that didn't work. A little forced again. Might have been wasting a little time trying to force a gank. That maybe shouldn't happen. So going back to clean the jungle. Okay, directed camera, please. I don't care about what's going on down there. Team bot lane gets in a fight after you leave because Jax shows up. Traded what, like 1 for 1, I think. Ooh, okay, so you did come over this way. Nice all out of there. Awesome. Okay, good job. Good job. Nice. All right, that's good. So let's back this up a second. All right, let's speed it up. Let's get over here. Okay, so you start going in this way. Okay, you guys are going for the Ezreal. Where is your other bot lane? Where's Tryndamere? Did he TP in? Is that how he got in here? Yeah, he must have TP'd. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and press play. You see this Jax here, you're kind of in a sticky situation, so you had the right idea of looking at these minions to R out. You could have QR'd, I think, because I'm guessing you did not get the reset on your R right there. So that was fine, I guess. That was about the best it could have went, since you went this way. If you would have went this way, it would have been another story, but then the gank wouldn't have been really possible. So, not sure why they kept with Ezreal went in, but whatever. We're trying to stay focused on the Diana. Please, directed camera, please. Okay, so it's 8-5. Game's looking good. You have 3 assists. Kind of sucks that you didn't get a kill, but it happens. All right, standard jungling. Got your Rune Glaive finished, or Runic Echoes. Did I just really call it Rune Glaive? Okay, you guys are going for the gank. Smite her to get the slow. Q, alt, she flash. That's when you use your gap close. Pulled her in. Red buff is applied. Tryndamere did flash. I don't think he needed to flash because you would have had a QR back up in about a second. But that was honestly pretty. Let's go back and look at it just so I can break it down for everybody. This is basically your perfect Diana gank. So you come in. She starts off with the blue smite. She went for the blue item. So she started off with a smite to get the slow. So we need to press play if I could do this. So started off blue, got a Q, and then she flashed. Now that Fiora flashed, that's when you use your R, and then you can E her, apply the red buff, and then Tryndamere's going to flash and pick it up. So you spaced everything out, the perfect part, as much as you needed to, which is pretty fantastic. I have to give you that. That was pretty good. All right, so let's see what happens next. 11-5, game is looking really well. Not sure if you have any problems this game. Like, this game may or may not be, like, this could be just a stomp. Maybe it got hard. But either way, no matter what I do, or whatever the win is, like, I'm not going to make people upload just losses so they can learn. But I might, just whatever. Finish the tower. Okay, that... Did you miss the Q there? Right now, you all need to turn and just kill him. About as fast as possible for that Tryndamere. Okay. Okay, and you do pick up the kill. Cool. And Tryndamere lives. I want to look back at this one real quick. Okay, so you guys push out this tower and take the tower. Come on. I want to see what you did here. Did you use your Q? Okay, you used your Q, but you just messed up your Q. you like hit it right here. So really got to make sure you land those Qs. It's not, again, it wasn't the end of the world. She Q'd out of your E, not a big deal. But I don't know, just try to, I mean, everyone, that happens to everyone. I guess there's nothing really to nitpick about because that does happen to everybody. Looks like you meet them in their jungle, trying to do a little bit of counter jungling. This is warded. Let's see what you do here. Okay, so I'm guessing this is where you die. Oh, dang, almost killed him though. Yeah. Yeah, not much you can do there. Again, it was warded. Let's back it up. That we might be able to look at something. Okay, so your mid lane is pushed. You just saw Jax. Let's back it up even a little bit more. Okay, so you see the Jax and her and Fiora, and then Heimerdinger is pushing up mid. Now, I don't know, could you see, you could see him right there. You could see him walk this way, right there. You saw him walk this way. Did you see him? I'm guessing you did, right? Let's press play. Okay, let's slow it down real quick. Yeah, we're only on your Fog of War. No, wait, we're on all. Let's go to the blue team's Fog of War. So I'm guessing you didn't see him. Okay, you did. You saw him go that way. So I'm going to keep it on this Fog of War so we don't... So we know everything from your point of view, from the player's point of view. That's how we're going to do this from now on. So you come here. You saw him walk this way. Now, if he's not here, you're risking it. Because he could be here, he could be here. You know, he could have been doing this, and then you could have got him. But with the fact that you come here and you see him, and then you just sit there for a second, you kind of gotta... You kind of probably shouldn't have been over here after you see him going over here. Because he does have that E. If you don't have vision of him, it depends on who has vision of who. You don't know if this is warded. Well, actually, I guess you... Do you? That's his. What hits him with the smite buff. Or the raptor buff. But... when you see him go this way, and even though your mid lane is pushed out, I would not go in here like this, because as soon as you see that he's not here, he's got to be either here or here, unless you see him in top lane for some reason. So, I don't know, the fact that you're both low, and the fact that if he comes around this corner, he's going to have vision in this, and this could be warded as well, which it is. If we do turn it back to all, it is warded. So after you stand there for a second, it doesn't look good, you have to get out of there. Your health, I wouldn't even try to counter jungle. It's just a little bit too risky if you do get caught off like you did. But it happens. It's whatever. Heimerdinger just being annoying as heck in the mid lane. Bot lane still doing good. Your trainer is 5-1, which is awesome, and then Vayne is 4-1. So the game looks good. You're up double their kills. You have spawned, so let's go back to you. Level 9. So I get you're doing all right. Everything's going fine so far. We're just gonna fast speed through here. All right, looks like you're trying to go for the pick on the Soraka, the dank 1v2. Oh, I hope you don't die here. I will cringe. No, she lived, really? Wow, the Raka lived. All right, let's go talk about that real quick. All right. Okay, so it looks like you started out just farming. So you came here. Where were you at? Oh, that was what it was. Alright, so you come for this gank, or not really a gank, just a flank on him. You decide to pop this. Okay, this is good. I like this. She used her silence way over here for some reason, and you got the good burst damage on her. I don't understand this Ezreal. How is this Ezreal level 7? Wow. I know. You did a good job, though, focusing the Raka. I would focus the Raka, too, because I like blowing her up, and then the other ADC is basically pretty easy at this point to kill, especially when he's level 7. So, I mean, you could kill him, but then you'd be wasting time because Raka would be healing him in the process. So you're doing... Everything right here looks good. And then you use your R again. Okay, so that's where we get into some sticky situation. So you use your R without having your passive on her, so you're not going to get the reset. Now, that could be fine in a 1v2 and where you think you're going to kill him like this, but the fact that you got this guy over here waiting for you when she's done, I mean, you can either decide to leave or fight him. I'd probably fight him, considering I'm still full HP, or I would be killing her. Wait the extra couple seconds. There's no need for you to ult right here just to try to burst her down. She just used her ult. So she's got nothing else left. She can't heal herself besides her Q. So, I mean, she might end up getting one more Q. But if you wait just 4 seconds and just walk this way, they can't go anywhere. They have to go this way or this way. And if they go this way, that's whatever. I mean, they're not going to get away this way. That's fine. You just keep following them that way. But after you do that, you just walk with them after whenever she walks. And, you know, she's going to walk this way probably or this way. So just walk with them and stay in front of them and keep auto-attacking until your Q's back up. Or until you get another round of auto-attacks on her. And you had 2 auto-attacks, so all you needed was 1 more. And you probably would have killed her with that one and then maybe with 1 more. So let's see what happens. She flashes in place. And then you get exhausted. Now see, right here, if you didn't use your R, your Q was already back up. You just used your Q, and you just missed it. You gotta make sure you land those Qs. Always, right here, if I was her, and this is me, so if we're like lined up in the middle, she's walking this way. Aim your Q right here. Right here where I'm aiming. Or about right here, like anywhere along this margin. Because your Q's gonna run around here, and it's either gonna go right in front of her, right where she's at, or if she tries to drop this way, it'll hit her over here. But if you did still have your R up, you would have been able to Q, and if you missed your Q like you did right now, you could just ult her and then kill her. So that kind of makes me cringe that you missed your Q right there, I'm not gonna lie. But if you would have waited till your ult was up and now your ult's on like a 19-second cooldown because you can't do anything about it because you just used it, you would have been able to kill her there. And then you get the flash, which, whatevs. You don't have a trinket up. I would say warn this bush if your trinket was up, but it says it's down. And then you just die. So, don't ever waste your ultimate like that. Don't ever use your R without the cooldown unless you know you're going to kill them. Or you just have to because of the situation depends on it. So, yeah, like unless you're about to die and you need to just get your last bit of damage off or something. But never waste that. So, gonna slow this down a minute. Just get a drink real quick. Yeah, never waste your ultimate like that, or at least try not to. So we're just doing this. The Ezreal DC'd, but you don't know that. Well, yeah, you didn't know that. Vayne picks up a kill with the invade. Again, this is not staying on you. Tournament wanting to do Rift Herald? Or did he do Rift Herald? Huh. So you're going up here, applying some pressure in the enemy jungle. This is good. This is good. Did you just walk over a pink ward? Why did I see a pink ward there? I could have sworn I saw a pink ward there. Okay, so you guys are going for the pick. Missed the Q again? Dang, let's rewind this just a second. I want to see your vision on this. And looks like maybe you might be having some problems with your Q landing. Okay, so let's see what happens. So right here, Tremere gets over this wall, so then you can start seeing him wind up. You wait until he uses it, until his E's bait, like he can't jump on you, he doesn't have vision of you, but his E's about to run out. So yeah, that's, you're aiming, your Q landed right here, this in correspondence to this wall. So that's exactly where Jax was. You need make sure you aim in front of him, so you need to aim about right here so he can walk into it. Because he doesn't, or at least you're going to expect him not to know you're there, or he probably would have turned around if he would have known you were there. So you need to, because there's no reason for him to just turn around if it looks like he's going in like this, which honestly he shouldn't be, considering Trademir's fed and 2 levels ahead of him. But make sure you aim your Q above, just slightly above them, or like where they're going. And so you use your ult. It doesn't really matter there, but just, I don't know. But work on your Q and how you're aiming your Q. Trinimir going for a dive. Is going to pick him up, but he's going to die. So did you end up, dude, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. So you guys do get the pick on the Diana, or the tower dive on the whatever, Soraka. Ezreal came back. Looks like he's been having lots of DC problems this game. So you're pushed up a little bit, looking for some kills. Okay, yep. Fighting, see, okay, this is where, let's just go back to this real quick. Let's go over here. So you see this, and then you start tunneling onto this, because this is bait. You did. I'll show you what you can do here. You did walk over a pink ward that time. I'm not stupid. Make sure you get that pink ward too when you come later. So you keep chasing her, and at this point, she's going to be in here and over here. And I don't know if you do not have your flash up, so there's no point in you chasing anymore. Look at mid lane. Look at mid lane right here. You have to be applying pressure. You going here and looking for kills isn't going to be helpful. So right here, about at this point when you realize that she's going to be in her base, I don't have flash up, I can't catch her. Unless for some reason you go a little bit farther and she's like standing right here for some reason. Come mid, get this wave, get this XP, get this gold. Your farm, what is your farm? 20 minutes, 77. I guess that's not bad. It should be more. Could be more, but yeah, I'm not going to complain because of the elo. But just come mid and push, get all this. This is XP, this is the weight, this is pressure, and this is gold. And we see that looks like Jax is gonna die. I want to see, do you get this? Does he get this? Dang, Jax does get it. So there's nothing you could have done there. I was saying if you just started it, maybe you could roam there. So you drop the ward, you see vision. Again, at this point, if you do decide to go this far, you're not gonna get her unless you have flash up. So just come down here and get this wave. Instead, you decided to fight the Fiora, and you just end up dying. And there's nothing I can really say about the fight. You played the fight pretty well, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, there's nothing you can do, and then Ezreal just snipes you. So just don't worry, don't get too tunneled on getting kills. Remember, like, objectives are more important than kills. Like, you already have, your team has plenty of kills. You necessarily don't have the most, because you only have 2, but you were only 2 and 2. So you kind of died for no reason there. So that's 1 death for no reason. Going in for the Jax on the invade. The E cancels that. Ugh. Ooh, and you get pretty lucky. Let's analyze this just real quick since I was doing it kind of in fast speed. We'll just see if there's anything you could have done better here. Okay, this is warded and he reacts to you. And he pops his ult immediately. So you're like, oh, crap. You have Blitz over here on the corner. Okay, this is... Is his stun going off? Yeah, his stun just went off. Okay, so you did fine there. You got your Q on him, QW, so now you're gonna shield. You're gonna be shielded while you're stunned, and you ulted to the other side of him, so it's gonna bring him closer to Blitzcrank. One thing you could have done, which I'm not going to really expect this is, but when you see him enter, if you can think this fast, what you can actually do is you can just Q through him, hit him, and hit the red buff, and then when you see his helicopter coming up, you can ult to the red buff, dodge his stun, and then continue fighting him, and then Blitzcrank can come around, and then you can 1v2, and you won't be stunned. So, I mean, that's one thing you could have done, but I'm not really expecting that. Other than that, this went pretty much like it was supposed to. You get stunned, your shield gets some of it, and then you guys end up killing him. Gets close. Looks like he auto-attacked that one time. The red buff one time. So maybe you got lucky. If he would have auto-attacked you, you would have died. Oh, and then you... okay. Man, you're killing me. You're killing me right here. So, when Jax reacted to you when you got here. So you know this is warded. There's no need for you to recall there. So you need to come back here, preferably like here or something. At least come back to here, because there's no way they're going to get you. But you knew this was warded. You might not have known it at the time, but that's just something you got to look for. That Jax reacted and jumped on you. You didn't jump on him when you were waiting for him to finish the red buff, or you were going to smite the red buff away. But he reacted to you, so you know this is warded. This picture looks awesome. But that's just one thing. You know this is warded. There's no need to recall there. And then Ezreal's going to be like, oh, look. He's low. And I'm going to ult. And you notice it the last second, and you stutter stepped a little bit. It would have been cool if you would have stepped this way and dodged it. But, yeah, that's just, again, you kind of died there for no reason. So that's 2 on that. Deaths that could have been avoided is what we'll call it. Didn't have to die there. You did. It's not the end of the world. Your team's still up by 8 kills, but it could your team could be up by 10 if you had 2 less deaths, you know. So, looks like you guys are going down here to get the Fiora. Looks like she dips set. You guys are pushing this out. I like this. You did walk past your red buff. All these camps you walked past. It's not a big deal. I would at least pick up the red buff or give it to Vayne. Just because you want to have those on people pretty much ASAP. So all those camps are sitting there, which is gold. But again, pressure is more important, so that's fine. I would have picked up the red buff, though. Or given it to Vayne after you saw that the Fiora wasn't going to be there. But that's fine. So you do some counter jungling. Hit that. Delete her. Okay, that went about as good as it could have went, so that's fine. Good job there, picking up 2 kills. Okay, so Jack's coming. We're going to slow this down a little bit. It looks like he's going to have you. You dropped the blue smite. He got that jump on you. You got your Q up and your ult up. No W up yet. Your flash is up. Let's see what you do. W. And the turn. Oh, okay. Okay, what happened? I'm looking at the cooldowns over here, and you missed your Q again. We've been talking about this. We've been talking about your Q. Where does this Q go? Where on earth does it go? Or do you not even use it? Bruh. You gotta be using your Q. Wait, you did use it. Where did it go? Oh, it's on him. What? Hold up. Did you not ult? What was that? Alright, I'm sorry. We're looking at this. We're looking at this for a second because I need to figure out what this is or what this was. Okay, so come over here. Right here, this is what I would have done because somewhere around here would have been the best. You would have had the most distance in between you and him. So this is where I would have turned. I would have started with my QW, got my W up just in case he jumped on me, and then ulted immediately afterwards. But I reckon I'm gonna slow this down all the way. Okay, so you got your shield up. I'm like looking really close to see what the hell happened here because it showed your. Okay, you auto attack. You pop your W. You fired your Q and you ulted, but it did not give you the reset. Okay, yeah, it did give you. Oh my god, I just wasted so much time looking at that. I paused it when the reset still said 17 seconds, so I thought you didn't get the reset. Okay, right here, you got your E off. So right here, he's disabled he can't do anything right now. So you can see this white bar on him. You need to be spamming the hell out of your R before he lands. Because you need to be in your motion before he lands. Maybe there wasn't anything you could have done there. But, so I take that back. I kind of was expecting your shit to be, you to have missed your R again. But or your Q again. But you have to be spamming that R. As soon as you pop that E like that, and you're in a situation like that, just spam the hell out of your R. I think you could have killed him, but I don't know. Maybe it was just lag. Maybe you probably were spamming it, honestly, but maybe you just didn't get it. So your team fighting 8 kills again. So you respawn, do your blue buff again, walk past the other 2 camps. This is one thing I do see some people doing when they throw, which I don't think this game's gonna be thrown. You guys get to pick. It's ignoring camps and ignoring XP. It just allows the enemy team to catch up. So I mean, it is important to take those camps. Like you walk past them, like it's just gonna stall you out before you so you can't hit level 14. Again, missed your Q again because you're aiming your Q at him. Let's speed this up just a second. Okay, so he was like right here. God damn it! I'm so bad with these controls. Okay, let's see where he's at. So he's right here, and this is where you fire your Q at, I'm pretty sure. Oh, no. What the hell? Oh, I don't know. I'm at the wrong... Wait, no, it's right here. Okay, so you see him, and he's right here, and this is where you're firing your Q. So you fired your Q at him, even just a little bit behind him. You gotta predict where he's walking, and maybe fire it even past him a little bit. So just, like, he's walking this way, so you gotta try to aim in front of him. Just a tad, aim about right here, and then he would have been in it. He would have walked right into it. So again, you could have killed him if you would have landed it, but it's not a big deal that you didn't. Okay, so looks like Trinamir gets a little flank on him because Ezreal's not playing that well. Sitting over here at the wall, looking for some pigs. You guys are at their base, applying the pressure. Alright, Cassin, I don't know what he was doing there, but good job. Pretty standard, nothing really too special about that. Okay, and then we're going to keep going through here. So you guys get the inhib and you back off. That's good, because you probably have cooldowns down that you use to get the inhib and to get all that pressure. So actually, you guys have most of your stuff up. Only thing down's a flash. Okay, what's happened here? You're in their jungle again. Okay, so you see Ezreal here. You had everything up. I would have just jumped on him. I wonder where their team... Maybe you saw his team. I'm not going to rewind it again. Okay, so we're going to play this. Okay, so at this point, you see that there's 2 people. Okay, you decide to go for the Jax, which could be good because you're getting away from their base and away from any other players. But I would have just jumped... I don't know, that's tough because right there's Fiora too. It's hard to say it with the knowledge that I have because I know that she's here now. But I think maybe you could have actually killed... What is the Jax? 14? What's the... Damn, Ezreal actually has 7 kills. I think it would have been easier to kill the Ezreal over than the Jax because the Jax is, you know, his natural tanky with his ult. He's got Spell Vamp and Life Steal. So it probably would have been easier to kill the Ez. So if you thought you were gonna die, maybe just jump on the Ez because you might actually be able to kill him. Other than the Jax, the Jax is gonna be a little bit harder to kill. But you're also in their jungle with no vision really of where they're at. So maybe just to try avoiding that in general. Avoid. So far we have your Q, aiming your Q. Practice work on how you aim your Q. I wish this directed camera quit. I don't care what's going on there. But yeah, practice that and practice invade. When you're invading, make sure you drop some wards. You still have the yellow trinket, so make sure you're dropping your wards and you're buying pink wards. I don't think I've seen you buy a single pink ward either this game. So buy some pink wards as well. Looks like your team's squaring up the fight. Got the pick. Nice. This looks like you guys are just going to slowly snowball the game into winning. You're pushing into their base. It would have been good to send someone bot here to push out that wave, and then as soon as the wave got there, if you guys couldn't take their Nexus towers, you could have just went bot. So, okay, we have a fight going down. You guys trade 2 for 1, which is fine. It happens. It looks like this is just eventually ultimately going to lead to the game. Okay, so this is... Let's see what happened here. Looks like you may have gotten just a little bit greedy. Okay, look at your Okay, you picked him up. Oops. Okay, so you picked him up, and you didn't get the ult cooldown. Why is that? I wanna... Again, you didn't get the ult cooldown, which would have allowed you to kill the freaking Soraka. Q. Ah, Q missed. Q missed again. It was close. He might have just eaten out of the way, but I think it was a little bit short. So make sure you're aiming in front of him with the Q. So that kind of sucked. Because if you would have killed him, you actually somehow have a Q passive on her. It must have hit her. So then you could have ulted to her, and you would have got the reset, or the reset would have been consumed. But then you could have at least ulted to her anyway, and probably killed her with your ult. Okay, so yeah. Work on aiming your Q, and then that could have went better. But that was fine. That was fun there, buddy. So you're dead. 6 and 7. We've got about 2 or 3 easily avoidable deaths where you were just in their jungle, and then that one where you were recalling stupidly at a stupid spot. So we have 2 or 3 of completely avoidable deaths, maybe more avoidable ones if you would have played it a little bit smarter or thought about the situation, which that's fine. I mean, you can't predict everything. But those ones where you're in their jungle, we could have avoided those, and that one where you were recalling. So choosing to get the dragon. How many dragons do you guys have? You have 1. They have 2, so that's good. Okay, nothing on her. It looks like the game's about to end. Guessing you guys are gonna win. So you did get caught again. I'm not gonna waste any more time slowing that down. Again, you're just kind of an aggressive position without knowing if it's warded, and you can have many teammates around. So I'd probably just try to avoid those as much as possible. But it's fine. Dang, this game. Does this game end? It says it ends in a minute. Okay, there you go. So it's just turn mirror in vain, so they can probably run down the middle and end it. You spawn up. Okay, and it looks like that's game. Looks like they just cleaned up the very end. So that looking pretty good though for the most part. The mechanics are there for Diana. Again, if anyone's wondering, you don't have to submit Diana games. He's the first one that submitted, so I just chose him, and this one happened to be a Diana. But you don't have to submit Diana games. It can be anything. But definitely work on aiming your Q, how you aim your Q. But overall, the mechanics are there. You just need to be landing that Q and working on your game knowledge and where you need to be and when. But yeah, I mean, when you're trying to invade, make sure you have either backup with you or vision of where you're at, or knowledge of the enemy jungle and stuff, like where they're at, because you went 6 and 8. So if we subtract those three, at least those 3 deaths, maybe even more, because the other ones we could argue that they're avoidable and were stupid mistakes, which they were, but you know, it happens. You can't avoid all of them. But those 2 or 3, avoid those, and then you're going even, or you're going 6 and 5 instead of 6 and 8. But overall, good job. Good work on the Diana, making us Diana mains proud for the most part. But yeah, I would say just work on. I know I'm just kind of repeating myself. I'm just gonna shut up with that. You know what I said. You just watched the video. Everybody just watched the video. But anyway, if you guys are interested in submitting your own games for this replay review, there will be a link in the description to a video on how to, and there will be a link to the forum if you already know how to, and that forum is where you can actually submit. And if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to let me know. I'll try to have the 60 FPS for the next video, if I can ever get that working. I'm having so much trouble with the recording software, it just kind of sucks. But anyway, just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you guys enjoyed the series and if I should keep doing it. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.